Yeah.
Another guy has the same brand stuff, and he had blew out a nut or something shortly after getting into the sport, and he wound up not being able to. He's like in his 60s, so he wants to sell that stuff. It's barely used.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about getting that too. Just have a. It is the Moster 185 with a clutch, so maybe.
Right. Yeah, clutch was nice to have.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I record, do you?
No, I hope you do.
Yeah, I just make like YouTube videos and stuff, so. I'm always trying to post one at least once a week.
I just don't shame me when I crash.
No. Hopefully you won't crash.
Yeah.
That's what we don't want. I've had only one little accident, and that was paragliding. On my 14th flight, I was in kind of some lift, but it was too low. So I was
You're talking about the soaring free
yeah,
flight
free flying, yeah.
Okay.
And I pulled some brake, and then all of a sudden I lost the lift, and it had gotten us some sink air. And I really just sinked out. Man, the ground was right there before I knew it.
Wow.
I pulled the flare as hard as I could, but I still ended up coming down and twisting my ankle really good.
Huh.
And I ripped my toenail off on this side, right through my boot.
Ow.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. So that put me out for, about a month. I didn't paraglide.
Yeah. So,
and then after that, I got back after it. I didn't let it scare me, stop me.
Yeah. Well, I think, tell me if I'm misguided, but I'm thinking with a motor, it's safer. You got some thrust, you got options there, right?
Yeah. And mountain flying too, there's more. The air is different up there. Out here it's not enough to sustain flight out here. It's
right.
Flat ground.
The
Yeah,
updrafts
exactly.
and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. A sloping ground. Or a really thermally day, which I don't like flying on really thermally days because you're just taking a risk,
Bumpy too.
You're taking a risk of having a collapse and having something happen where you're gonna end up in a line twist and you're throwing a reserve, Then you're in and out in the tree somewhere.
Yeah.
So I like to stick to the more calmer flights. I'll fly like up to 12 mile-an-hour winds, it's kind of my cutoff.
Yeah.
Any more than that, it's like, oh wait, like you say, it's too trashy. Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yep.
Bumpy and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yep. What was your name again?
John.
John, that's right. Yeah, check out the flat top mobile. Pretty interesting. It's got the 200 Minardi on it, I guess. New motors are running down there, pretty cool. I like the carbon fiber prop and the carbon fiber air intake, that's cool. Nice. Cool. I'm gonna get set up and I'll get back with you guys here.
Stand up with no thrust pushing me,
Alright. Well, that sure is a pretty looking frame.
Yeah. It's heavy though. Huh.
That's what I hear. I hear they are a little heavy with the double ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that netting. That's nice. That's one thing about this frame, the netting sucks on it. But it's pretty lightweight. Pretty comfortable to wear. I got a split leg harness. That's what I fly with.
Yeah. Well, this is
that quick release system. Yeah, it's
this
pretty.
Is no doubt very comfortable to sit in and fly. Okay, there we're in. I already pretty much adjusted it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, for sure. Looks like the wind's changing a little bit now. It's coming this way more. Move my glider over. She's switching. She's switcherooing a little bit. Just a little bit. Launch with my phone right here on my reserve. It's nice having this right here because you got a little flight deck here, you know. You can stow your phone and see your compass and your altitude, all that goodies.
It'll be up for an hour.
Yeah. I got that little handy dandy mirror. That's kind of nice.
For your fuel.
Yeah, and checking my GoPro and stuff. The better your wing set up, the easier launch will be. Whoop.
Let me see if I can kite it like you did set this up.
You ready?
No, let me move this like you did. 'Cause I mean, the wind's going
right.
out, right?
Yeah, I can see the wind socks yet. She's switcherooing a little bit. They're starting to get a little breeze. Thermals are just starting to kick in a little. Makes it easier for launching. I'm still going to go with a forward launch.
Okay. I believe I'm going to do the same.
Because we got enough wind where you get it up and get it stable ahead.
Yeah. Should I
You
flip back
should.
in or take
No.
this over?
Take it over, walk towards the glider. There you go. Okay, now swing underneath of it. There you go. There you go.
My A's with the lines over my arms, right?
Yeah.
So
You want to reach down, grab your slide. So you go your brake, go slide your hand down, clear to the brake, pull the brake,
okay.
Pull the brake out. Okay, brakes clear the pulley, right? Yep. Okay, now just let that hang slack. Do the same thing, slide down the road to the pulley, to the brake. Okay, now underneath and grab the A's.
Like this.
Yep.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
And grab the A's and then kind of give them a little fling over like that. Like a little fling out. There you go. There you go. A's on top. You see that?
Yeah.
Just like that. And you want to hold them even with each hand.
Yeah, let me start over. I don't have my throttle.
Okay. Yeah, got your throttle.
I have my throttle.
Start your brakes.
Okay, so get this loose of here. All this down. Brake.
You got your trimmer set to neutral. That's all the way out.
I want them out.
Trimmer's all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he says for launching?
Yep.
Really? Wow.
There ain't much to it though. Look.
I usually go like a quarter out on mine, but
Okay.
whatever your wing says.
Oh, dude, it ain't gonna hurt a lot. Do that.
Because what it is like having your flaps down on an airplane when you're taking off, you know.
Yep.
So if your trims are out, your wing's flying flatter, which isn't going to give you as much lift.
Okay.
But you're going to have more speed.
So I'm gonna go under, grab my A's, right?
Yep. Flip around.
Oh, my nuts.
Let me straighten your wing up just a little bit too. You do a lot of kiting when you were there? You guys didn't get to practice much forward launches, huh? That sucks. Alright, take some steps forward, find your center position. And then take a couple steps back and hit it.
How's that?
Not bad. I'm gonna pull your glider trailing edge back just a little bit too.
Okay.
Do you want to hit it, or do you want to do a couple runs before?
I'm exhausted already, Jason. I'll be honest. I ain't
Okay.
ready for this. I'm gonna bag it, dude. I'm exhausted already. I'm gonna just kite while you fly. Okay?
Alright, sounds good.
I think that's the smart thing for me.
Well, why don't you try to practice a forward launch right now with your motor off? Go ahead, grab your brake, grab your A, do it just like you're gonna take off. Because this is good practice, and right now is a good time to do it. Let me lay your trailing edge back. That's what I was trying to do anyway. Okay, whenever you're ready. Oh, hang on, one of your lines is caught on the bottom. There it is. Hey, one of your lines is caught on your reserve. That's kind of trippy too.
Yeah, that's not good.
There you go. Yeah, hold your hands out wide like Jesus Christ on the cross. And then hit it. Feel your A's come up. Yep, go push, 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 push. Let go, really A's. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Little left brake. Okay, kill it. That wasn't too bad. He could have improved probably a little bit. Yeah, why don't you put on your other harness and do a little kiting. That's really good practice, man. Kiting will make you a really better pilot. And like I say, the thermals are going to start kicking on here too, so that'll help. Oh yeah, I see that.
What happened there?
What happened was when the wing came down, it twisted on you, and one side went over the other. There you go. You want to do a reverse setup for reverse?
I'm gonna.
Okay, you're just gonna unclip. Okay. Alright, starting to get warm now, boys. That's not bad, I'll take it. friendly conditions, just all of a sudden got bumpy a little bit. Not bad. Nothing like the oscillation on that little glider, that's for dang sure. Not bad. Nice little motor off landing right by the Jeep. Close enough for me. I'll take it. We're gonna work with John here a little bit and help him get trained up a little bit better. Obviously Del Chauncey didn't leave him in a very good spot. He's a Del Chauncey student. Shame on you, Del. So we got a nice beginner breeze down here, lower on the ground. A little more up there, but alright, we'll get back with you guys here in a minute. Got some jets up there. Well, the eagle's sitting on the nest up there. The eagle's in the nest, sitting on some babies. Here's the flat top mobile. We'll get another little look at this. John is a pastor. He's going out. He's trying to go out to fly and drop Bibles around to some of these villages, I guess. He's got a big boat. He's going to load all his gear up on the boat and head down the river or up the river, one of the two, I'm not sure, and hit some sandbars and launch from sandbars and go spread the word to people. So that's pretty cool. I don't mind helping somebody learn, especially somebody that's going to spread the word. That's pretty awesome. Getting ever so slight breeze. Anyway, he didn't get much use. He did some training with Super Del Chauncey and Trevor Steele, I guess. He only got like 12 touch and goes in, and yeah, so he's really not too confident in flying just yet. So I'm trying to help him out a little bit, boost his confidence. We're getting him doing some forward launches. I guess they never practiced that with him. Had his training where he was for Super Del. So you got to be able to do forward launches, so helping him with that. Anyway, let's look at this flat top mobile. Oh, sure is pretty. Yeah, I'll have to put a bungee on here for him. I got some to tie on for him. I like this carbon fiber prop. The one thing is he has no clutch, which I really don't like that. It's the Minardi 200, he says. That's interesting. I really like the netting. Netting is nice. Good job on that, Del. And the unit, I mean, itself looks pretty nice. I heard that these things here hit you in the kidneys. Kidney busters. I don't know though. It's got a little hour meter on there. It doesn't have any hours, it looks like. Brand new. I don't know if it's been broken proper yet or not. Anyway, pretty interesting. Flat top mobile. First time I seen one in person. First time I seen one in Alaska. Oh. Yeah, looks like a pretty quality frame for sure. Stout, beefy. Very nice. Possibly consider getting one in the future. Alright. Do a little kiting on this wing here. One I overloaded like crazy. Man, she kites good though. Shoot me out and stuff. The train rolling by. Train in the background. Super light this morning. Supposed to be gusting a little bit more than what it is. That's why I chose to land, but besides that, I didn't have much fuel left anyway. I only got like a liter in there. Figured I'd help John get practiced up a little bit here. It's a nice wing. Maybe I'll get my girlfriend on it one day. Possibly. She's kind of a little scared to do it, I think. Well, I haven't even got her strapped into the wing yet. She won't even strap in yet. She's got a lot going on though right now, so. Family issues and stuff. The usual life stuff. One day we'll get her clipped in out on the grassy field, and when it's light like this, let her get some forward launches in and start how I started. Practice, 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 practice. Equal skill. Making mistakes, learning from them. Just not mistakes that cost you your life. Those are the ones you want to learn before you make those ones. We're talking just the little kiting mistakes on the ground, you know. We'll get the swing up and do a flip around forwards. I don't want to put it in that water there, so we're gonna kill it right there. Yeah, I don't want to put it in that. No way. That's a pretty nice swing. It should fly a lot better with lighter pilot. Got eagle catching a thermal there. Look at them going up. That is super cool. Just gliding. He was spiraling for about a minute there before I hit the camera on. Masters of the air. Cool, that was a cool dive. They used to have a nest right there last year. They're probably rebuilding it. Thought I seen a few sticks up there. So that's not an eagle, that's like an osprey, I think, or something like that. Well, Wendy says we're gonna get someone in here in a little while, so we'll see. By 1 o'clock-ish. We'll see 1:30. All kinds of action today. Super student John. Busting it out. Nice. The Dominator. Set the windsock back up. Yeah, I want to get me one of them carbon fiber props for my mini plane.
What's the, you spend a lot of time doing just paragliding, yeah, sorry?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of work to me.
What's that?
Hiking up on a big mountain and
No, that's why I go up to Hatcher Pass, so you don't have to hike.
drive up.
Yeah, you get rides back. It's like doing. That's why. That's the nice thing about up there. You can get run after run after run in.
What's that again?
You can get run after run after run in up there because, like I say, people's constantly driving up the road. So you just, as soon as you land, you hike down the road, and you might sit there for maybe a minute or two, you know, before a truck comes.
Yeah.
And then you just drive back up and do it again.
Huh. Well,
But if you got a breeze, if you got a decent breeze though, you could stay up, you know. You could stay up for a freaking hour. Depends on how much breeze you get. I mean, you could stay up for all day long if you get enough breeze.
how is it compared to difficulty of doing paramotor?
It's actually better to start with paragliding than it is. Yep. So when I first started, I wanted to get right into paramotoring, and Frank's like, no, we're gonna start you with first kiting, practicing. We'll do a ground school class. So we did ground school, and then we did some hours of kiting, and then we did our first little bunny hill. Well, I bought my wings, so I was kiting on my own too, you know, in my spare time, versus paying money to have him sit there and tell me, you know, when I already basically knew the fundamentals of what to do. Right, so I just got lots of hours of kiting by myself, and that helped a lot. And then I did after I felt pretty good about that, and I was ready to go on to the next thing, you know, where kiting got boring to me and then I was ready to go on to the next thing, so I started on a little bunny hill, and we just practiced over in Wasilla. There's a water tower, and they got a little bunny hill there, and just practiced with that. Running, and probably did 10-15 launches off there, you know, getting my flaring down, timing right, with somebody yelling at me. And then I did my first hike up the butte, did like 2 flights off there, and then the rest was all Hatcher Pass. And then at the end of the year, it started shutting down, you know, and Frank's like, well, you need to get about 35 flights up there, you know, before we put you on the motor and train you on that. So I called Chris up, and he came out here one evening, and it was all I needed, you know, was someone there just to break the ice. I had it, I had everything, but he was knowledgeable on a few things, you know.
Yeah.
And it was nice just having him there, like you say, somebody in your ear. And I got a couple flights in, did some touch and goes. I think he came out the next day and sat with me one more session, and then after that I was just on it myself.
Yeah.
We'll set the swim sock back up and all the jizz. There's that 12-mile-an-hour gust. Alright, let's bring her up. Let's bring her up. Thermally wrap the brakes. Feel what that glider is doing before it does it. Wrap your brakes if you have to. Getting spicy. Wind socks almost straight out. Well, it was a good morning for a little paramotor flight anyway. Super John's doing better. Nice. There you go. Fill it, fill it, fill it. Fill what those risers are telling you what to do. Yeah, dude, if you had a motor, you'd be gone.
Yeah.
You would have been gone in like 2 steps. That's good control there. Much better. Switchy thermally. Little rotary coming over that hill. Was she getting ya? Yeah, try to bring her out of the stickies. Oh yeah, I was gonna say try to get out of those sticks over there. So you don't poke a hole in your wing. Yeah.